when it comes to Martin Luther King, rarely do we ask the question, why is he so lionized? What did he actually do? Especially if you understand the backdrop of the way Black culture was trending prior to his popularization, along with other so-called minority groups in this country. That is to say, it was on an upward trajectory. So what is it that he brought to the table? Well, what he brought to the table was the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which was an unconstitutional piece of legislation, specifically Titles 2 and 7, which expanded the federal government's role in small businesses. Now,
Mhm.
this is tried and true Marxist ideology because what the Marxists believe is that the government should own the means of production. So why would you want to give the federal government that much of a fixture into your company? I should have the right to decide who I want to fire, who I want to hire, and who I want to serve. If I choose to be discriminative in those decisions, then it's up to the marketplace to either patronize my business or not patronize my business. We have to be adults about it.
So your conclusion about Title VII was there shouldn't be a federal law that prohibits race discrimination in hiring.
That's correct. There should not be. The fact is, when it comes to the marketplace, you vote every day with your dollars. You have a choice to patronize a business that is owned by a business owner whose values you share and those who you don't share. That's your decision. But to go and tattle on a company to the government, I don't think is the constitutional way.
Okay, this is so interesting. Didn't know we were going to go here today, but in my other life, before became politically active and did this talk show, I was a labor lawyer, and I defended businesses in disputes in federal court in Title VII, state court in California for discrimination laws. I had never really, I'm embarrassed to say, never thought, well, that was really constitutional use of the federal power. And I'm, a strong advocate of limiting the federal government, confining it to exactly what the Constitution allows them to do and nothing more. But you do recognize what that was doing to businesses, what it was doing to the whole relationship between employees and their employer.
Mm-hmm.
It was creating tension and fear and a sense of victimhood when really nothing had gone wrong, and a sense of just frustration by others who felt like they were being falsely accused. I'm not saying discrimination doesn't happen ever, but disputes that would have worked themselves out in some other way ended up in federal court, in state court, and just entrenched division and resentment in the entire workforce.